is to continue our video series. This is part 3 of the 4 traps regarding foreclosure. I talked to a customer recently who brought back one of these comments, which was, I talked to my bank and all they said that I had to do to stop this entire process, stop the foreclosure, stop the letter, stop the phone calls, all I had to do was do a deed in lieu to the bank. Do you understand what a deed in lieu is? I'd like to give you some very clear-cut answers here of what a deed is. The bank does not own your house. They own the debt that you financed. They wrote a mortgage or a series of mortgages that they have a lien against your property. The deed is what they're suing you for. They're taking you through the foreclosure litigation process to get back the deed or control of the deed. If you simply deed it over to them in lieu of foreclosure, what you're saying is you're throwing up 2 big white flags and saying, I don't want to fight, I don't care about my equity, I don't care what happens here, I just want the problem to go away. And so what you do is, unknowingly, you do a voluntary foreclosure. You sign all the paperwork. You don't let the bank go through not one thing over the next year to prove that they rightfully own that debt. You simply just deed it over to them as if nothing happened. It's a voluntary foreclosure. The worst part here is that by doing that, your credit report, even in the early stages, would no longer say or have the opportunity to say paid in full, or short sale sold, or satisfactory of debt. Instead, it will say voluntary foreclosure, even if you're just 90 days past due. The only person or entity that wins here is the bank, because it costs the bank thousands and thousands of dollars to sue you for that possession of the property. Plus, the number of months that you could have freely stayed in the property and saved some money because you have what we call deed power, you just forfeited that. And you eliminated all opportunities to find a resolve. What I'd recommend is don't do a deed in lieu. If your bank talks to you about a deed in lieu, you need to not do that. I'd recommend that you exhaust every opportunity to save your house or sell your house so that you can have restored credit. And even if you go through all of those other routes and they still end up back to it going to auction, at least you know that you did everything in your power to resolve the problem before forfeiting it and throwing up your 2 white flags. Hi, I'm Michael Ford. I just wanted to give you number 3. The biggest trap in the foreclosure world is a deed in lieu. Thank you.